Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday to you. Well, looks like we have another week of rhetoric and instability already starting. It really never ends, as most of us know, or it seems like it sure doesn't. Um, the one I want to talk about today was team players. Those of you that have been, that have participated in athletics or I don't know, any other various things that require a team or a team philosophy, um, know the importance of everybody pulling the wagon in the same direction, everybody doing their part, everybody developing or buying into the plan or the strategy, and one or two negative, non-team players can really derail your whole situation and your whole plan. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that probably are in your inner circle that um, just aren't bought in, you know. And you're going to need people 100% bought in to get through what's coming. And this may be your immediate family, it may be your extended family, it may be friends or people that say they're your friends, but they really just want your knowledge and want to know what you're doing, or perhaps want to know what they can get out of you when times get tough. And I would encourage you to, review those personnel, their actions, and what purpose they bring to the team. What do they offer the team? Um, because if they're not part of the actual team deep down in their heart, then they're going to be nothing but a burden to you that you're going to have to deal with in times of chaos when you don't really need to be dealing with it. It's better to weed out these charlatans now and exclude them from your plans and groups um, before things really get rocky. And I know that's not an easy thing to do. It's certainly not an easy decision to make, especially if they're family, but I think there's a lot of people out there, including myself, that have some family associates that aren't really bought in, and last thing you want to become is a babysitter and get yourself hurt, So I would encourage people to think about those things, and um, the ones that put in the work, the ones that are supportive, the ones that try to do their part. They may not be the best at what they're doing or what you've assigned them to do or what they've agreed to take on, but if they're trying and they're bought in, that's what counts to me. Skills and getting better at things will come as long as you have the aptitude and the heart to get them done. And with people out there that are naysayers and antagonists and the charlatans that don't really care about you or your team or what's going to go down, you probably need to weed them out. And again, it's not an easy thing to do because some of it's probably family and some of it's friends. But those people that have not gotten it now are just going to be dead weight to you. And a team environment thrives on, again, everybody pulling the wagon in the same direction. If you got somebody dragging their feet while everybody else is pushing the wagon, everybody else has to work harder that's bought in. So, I don't know what to tell people if they're not prepped and bought in by now. They're just going to have to be a victim. They're just going to have to ride it out, probably solo. And it's not going to end well for them, most likely. So, I would, expect things to ratchet up and flare up here soon, especially with the courts being involved and what's going on politically. I would encourage people, it's probably too late for most, people that haven't started anything at all yet. It's probably too late for them. But if you have started, or you have a few things set aside, or whatever the case may be, if you're not starting from rock bottom, you might be able to grab a few things, here in the next week or two to prolong your, situation. But the window is closing, and you hear about this oncoming food shortage, internationally. You hear about this trucker strike that's coming. It's going to happen quick. You're not going to be, I don't think you're going to be given a countdown of 5 days. Truckers go on strike in 5 days. I don't know that it's going to be like that. The powers that be don't want people panicking in the streets. Well, it's too late for that. That ship has sailed. So they're already raiding the shelves at the local big box stores. They're already hoarding more than they probably should. But people go into self-preservation mode when they're unsure of things. And, I think most of us are no different. Hopefully most people that watch this channel are prepped and paying attention and stocked up. I'm sure that's the case. We want to get more people involved and try to get them to understand and realize that they need to get in line too and start taking care of business, especially if you have a family and children. But as far as the team players go, hard-headedness and stubbornness in a group that has established leadership, those people are dead weight, and they're nothing but a problem. So if you're watching this video and you're one of those people, I suggest you get in line and start pulling the rope in the right direction, or you may find yourself on the outside looking in. And again, not a popular or easy thing to make a decision on doing, but for people that don't buy in, and don't get it by now, there's not much you can do for them. It is what it is. So along those lines, you hear about this big reset that's coming up on us here globally, and let's face it, if Biden's able to steal this thing with the help of the international community, and I call it this international crime syndicate, deep state, whatever you want to call them, the Republican Party's probably done and will never win another national election again. If we don't fix this voting fraud scheme right now, we're probably never going to fix it unless it's at the end of a barrel. And that may be what it takes. But we have an opportunity for the courts to do the right thing here based on the law. And from what I'm seeing, there's courts up there in the areas that are, in dispute, refusing to even listen to the facts. So a lot of things going on, a lot of balls in the air, people. I would encourage you to not let your foot off the gas. Keep the pedal down, get what you can get, thin your herd out if you need to, get the naysayers out of your group, out of your midst. Don't be a victim because you felt bad about removing a negative entity from your group. That's going to just bog you down. So I would seriously consider that and be prepared to do so. Again, not an easy thing to do. Not saying it's enjoyable, but nevertheless, it may need to be something that is done. So reevaluate your system, your people. It's important that you have team players that are bought in. So with that, I wish you guys a great week. Keep prepping, stack it deep, and long live the Republic.